Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to our next video on the Dailyscape overhaul. We're going to be looking at Guthixian cache. Now, cache was one of those daily things you would do on the hour, every hour. And basically what would happen is if it's a rift, it's a divination spot would open. You had the option to right click and then click enter cache. And you basically just did the cache. So if you haven't seen cache before, what I'm going to go and do in this video, because they've slightly amended a few things, I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing in terms of this video. But to enter a Guthixian cache now, you're going to need level 35 divination and also put in 800 memories into the energy rift. So compared to normal, where you could suddenly just like jump into the cache on the hour, this is quite a big requirement now. I've done 800 sort of energies and it does take a little bit of time, probably about 45 minutes to throw these into the rift to unlock the cache. So don't know if it's a bit too much. Again, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think it should be 800? I think personally around 500 would be a good number. However, once you've unlocked it, you get this message here where the nearby energy rift suddenly opens. Now the cache will stay open until you go in. So even if you log out till the next day or go and do something else in the game, that cache will remain open until you go in and do the Guthixian cache. Now before we jump in and go and do it, if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. I'm doing some more videos on the Dailyscape updates, and we have Haven Hive coming next week. But a Runemetric video should be coming out Friday. Hopefully, I'm just testing it a little bit now, where we're going to go through and show you guys what you can use Runemetrics for, because it's a really helpful tool. So without further ado, once you right click, you have this option here to enter cache. Before you have access to cache, this will be a way to go and check your progress. Like you see here, my progress was 610 out of 800. That's how you can check it. It's going to be this line here. But let's go and hop into cache. Now, cache is a very good way to go and train your divination. I think the fact they've pushed it back to level 35 is nice, because a lot of people basically just did cache to start divination and cut out all the grindy early levels. Whereas now people can get exposed to how to train divination from an early stage, rather than pretty much just do cache and maybe even do cache all the way to 99. It was a really big way to avoid training divination, is just by doing the daily 2 caches on the hour. So we're going to go in and then we're going to go and do this now. Now I'll talk through how you do this, because they have made some changes. Now compared to how cache used to be, you might see now that there's some unstable wisps, and just due to how I've done this before, I have never seen these, so I only imagine this is something they've brought in, because now it's not even on a timer. You can enter the cache whenever you want, and because of that, one of the things which helped with having multiple people in the caches was that you were going to distract the automatons, whereas now if you're just on your own, it is a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do by harvesting these wisps, we're going to make something which is going to distract the automatons for us, so we can go and get some points. Now, Guthixian caches are capped at 100 points, and that's what you're aiming for, and there's 2 ways to go and get these points. The first way is by grabbing these raw memories. So there's 3 different tiers of raw memories, and depending on your divination level, it depends on which tier you can go and get. So you have the tiny ones, you have the raw ones, and then you have these slightly larger ones here, and also a ancient memory, but you need to do the Children of Mar quest to be able to do it. Now, essentially, what you want to do with these memories is to grab these memories and then throw them into the unstable rift. Now, once you throw those into the rift, you are going to earn some points. Again, the better memory, the more points you're going to get. However, you have these things here, automatons. Now, the automatons will stop you and try and smash out the memory from your hand. And because you're going to probably be doing this by yourself on a single world, this can be a little bit tricky. So what we're doing currently, and again, I think this has been added since the update of the Dailyscape side of the cache, we're gaining these unstable memory wisps and unstable memories, and we're turning them into an unstable memory device. And this is what's going to basically lure the automatons into a spot where they're going to take their attention away from you. So this should be enough for us to go and do it. So we've got 21. Now the other one, which we'll look at a little bit later, is transforming into a crest and also attacking the automatons, but we'll do that a little bit later. So because I have a slightly high divination level, I can go and get just the standard raw memories, which is going to require level 45 divination. The tiny memories are going to require level 1. That's going to be kind of redundant now because you're going to need level 35 to do the cache anyway. The larger memory is going to require 85 divination. And then finally, this big purple one is going to require level 92 and the Children of Mar quest as well. Now, in terms of the points, the tiny memory is going to give you 1, the raw memory is going to give you 2, the large is 3, and then finally the ancient is 4. But that should be pretty much it. So to get started, we're going to go and grab a raw memory. And what we're going to do is use these unstable memory device to basically give us some cover. So once you click on that, you need to pick a tile to go and throw it on. And as you can see here, we have just thrown it. We are then going to get the blue boxes you will see in Gates of Eladinis and also the Sanctum of Rebirth, which basically is going to be the area which the automatons are distracted by. And that is literally it. Because of that, we then have the option to go and run and throw and deposit in our memories. And if I just do it again, we'll go and throw that again. And just, you'll see quite quickly, that is the area you can go without being attacked. So that's going to give you some cover. So this would kind of act of like how people would be, just to provide yourself some cover. And because of that, we have now deposited 2 memories. So we have had some points here as well. Now with caches, the more memories you throw in, the more ability you get to get some points. So you do have the ability to get ×2 active double points and also some immunity as well. Both of these are going to be for 12 seconds. So you kind of need to be ready to either throw your memories in before activating it or just about to run before you activate your immunity, because they don't last too long as well. Now finally, before going to become a crest, one thing which is also very, very useful is the surge ability. Now this just means that you get a chance to just go past the automatons really, really quick. Not that that was a really good way to demonstrate it, so I'll try and do it over here. So surge and double surge will be really good to have as well, because it just means that you can have the ability just to skip past the automatons really fast. If I just do that. And then because of that, you can have pretty much a free pass. It just means that you just have the ability to go past them if you wanted to as well. But that's pretty much running the memories into the rift. Again, these unstable memory devices you can make from just harvesting the wisps for a little while is very much worthwhile. I don't do much more than 2 invos now. That's pretty much it. And then the final one is going to go and transform into a crest. So once you do this, you can do it every minute. You can then go and attack these automatons. Now, the automatons are also leveled, so there are some you can't go and do. The one with the fire symbol is going to require level 85. And then the other 2 will be a combination of level 1 and 45, very similar to the size of the memories as well. And literally all you do is go and subdue them. And these are something which is very good to go and harvest points and also use your double points for as well. Now, once you have this, your automaton ability needs to reset. And that's when you go and run the memories into the rift. But this is where you're going to get the majority of your points. Like running back and forward to the rift, unless you've got some of the high tier memories, really isn't the best way to go and farm points. This is going to be the best way for you to go and farm points. And literally all I do is just run around in a circle. And then the sort of side you finish your timer on is the one I would then go and harvest some of the memories from as well. So 10 seconds left on this. We'll just go and grab these 2, hopefully. Can we get them? Yes, we've got 1. No. So here, because I've got 2 subdued already, this is where I'm going to go and grab this one, because it just means it should hopefully be a pretty free one. We have surge available if needed. If they're going to catch us, nope, we should be all good. And then we're straight into the rift from there. Now, you need to keep an eye on where this storage is, because sometimes they'll respawn and they will only give you tiny memories. You want to be using the best memory you've possibly got. And then don't forget, you can just go and throw these unstable memories just to give yourself some room if needed as well. So really nice once you get your head around it. Now, to be fair, I actually made this video yesterday and I was kind of working it out as I went along. And it just wasn't good enough, which is why we are doing it again. Because again, caches really are a good way to go and train your divination. It's how you also get the divination outfit as well, which is very beneficial because it'll give you an XP boost over time. But also as well, the XP you get from caches is very, very good. Now, because we've been doing this for a little bit now, we can see that our crest cooldown is at 4 seconds. We do also have double points activated as well. So we're going to go to the crest statue in the corner, and it's in every corner as well if you guys wanted to do it there. I'm going to activate double points, and then we're just simply just going to go another way around and just go and do this as well. Now, cache will take you a little bit of time. It will take you a couple of minutes. Obviously, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the quicker you're going to be your runs. And also as well, the higher divination level and the better memory you can do as well will also give you some more points per hour. But this is going to be a really good way to train your divination. I'll show you guys towards the end what kind of divination XP we get. It is really, really good. But make sure to keep using those double points. Use all your buffs and make sure to be an automaton as much as possible, because that's really where you're going to farm the majority of your points. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm just simply just going to keep recycling the things we've already done. I'm just going to run the memories back and forward. Then when it's time to become an automaton or a crest and attack the automatons, I'll just keep doing that. But that is pretty much what a cache is now. Now, let me know in the comment section, these unstable wisps, I've not done this since Group Iron Man was released because I've never really seen a need to do it. Are they recent release for the update? Because when I first did this yesterday and they were here, I was so confused. Just because I'd never seen like the unstable wisp before and I didn't know what they were for. But very useful if it's something they've added just because of this, because the people were a really good way to sort of hide from the automatons and just be able to farm your points. But pretty much just going to be doing the same again, making an area which we can safely run between as well. Just be careful sometimes because this can sort of lure quite a lot into one spot. So sometimes you might need to go to another bit just so you're away from them all, because they do clump together. quite a lot. As you can see here, we've got 3 here now, and they can just clump together just a bit too much. Now, you do have that option as well, which I actually forgot existed, where you could subdue all automatons. Now, the reason why I did that was because... Now, I kind of messed up a little bit with that because I used that a bit too early. You want to use that once you're getting towards the end of your period. And what that will do is give you all the points for subduing all those, which is really, really nice. I thought it would work with double points, which is why I did it a bit too early than what I should have. It does not, so yes. So what I'm going to literally do is just wait for the last 10 seconds and then we'll go and subdue everyone. Right, let's do it now. 97 points, really, really nice. Go and grab a raw memory and that should pretty much see us through to the end. Especially if we can just go and use this charge. So there we go, 100 points all done. Really, really nice in terms of the cash. We have now finished the cash as well, so let's see what we get in terms of XP. We are going to get 11.8 thousand divination XP, which is really nice. We did not get any piece of the divine sort of gear, which isn't too bad because I plan on doing this again. If you right click and just go on progress, that's going to tell you where you're going to need to be. We're going to need to do another 800 to access the rift. Now, I don't know if the cap has been removed now for the caches, whereas before you only had 2. But now because you actively need to do divination to go and open it, I don't know if it's going to be any higher. But that is the Guthixian caches. I hope by having it as a bit more of a walkthrough, you guys have seen it a bit better. But if you want me to do more of a detailed guide where we really talk through, please let me know. I think I've hopefully covered everything I should have. But yeah, I kind of like this one, really. I like that they're making people train the skill to be able to access it. Level 35 is still a very low barrier to entry, which is really nice. But I just think that the amount of memories needed to get in might just be a little bit high. So yeah, that's going to wrap the video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope it's helped. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about it. Have you tried caches since? And are those unstable memories something which have only been sort of like put into the game very, very recently? But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.